Don't you agree, Carrie?
Number 1.
Bitch.
And everyone should have them. The Kansas City, fuck them Chiefs. I'm never picking them. They're 32. They're 32.
Shout out to my boy.
Any Chiefs team right now, if y'all thought that I was going to pick the Chiefs, what? You're mistaken. They're not.
The joke's on y'all.
Number 1 is... Welcome back, guys. This is episode 12 of Undebatable. Y'all already know the drift. 3 brothers making facts, doing what we got to do to win. This is our podcast. Let's get it rolling. My name's Matthew.
My name's Michael Abo.
My name's Kerry Wayne Abel Jr.
And we got a special guest tonight. Drum roll. His name is...
I'm Brett Shicks, a.k.a. Scoobs. What it do? Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Finally, we got this episode to run.
I know we had a different subject, but it's a little bit different now, guys.
Yeah, but it's all good. We got my boy Shicks in the house. We gonna be fucking it up. Let's get it going. Okay, for the topic of today is...
There is no topic, Matt.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to get to that, but y'all don't let me talk.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Is Barber quit?
Oh, man.
Okay, as I was saying, this is a new segment that we're trying to call Choose Choice.
Booty, 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 booty.
Typically, guys, we have normal debates, but this is a little bit different. It's going to be a segment. Choose Choice is about Matthew's personal power rankings. He's going to list his top 10 teams in the NFL. He's going to give explanations why each ranking is what it is. And then me, Brett, and Carrie are all going to comment afterwards. So, Matthew, let's get it rolling.
Let's get it rolling.
I'm going to put it out.
You fucked that up. All right, let's go, Chew.
Here's what I got at Choose Choice, baby. I'm going to start with number 10. Because I want everyone to understand why I'm doing these things. I'm going to just say them first. I'm going to explain after.
Wham, wham, wham.
No, just say them one at a time, man.
I know, but I'm not going to explain. I'm going to just say all of them, then explain.
Nah, say 10 and then go.
Okay, bitch. Okay, it's my segment, but you're taking my glory.
All right,
You're going to serve attitude nuggets, at least bring barbecue sauce, okay?
Okay. I'll do what Michael said. Who I have as number 10 is the Ravens, 5-2. Reason being, it was between them and the Bengals. The Bengals losing to the Jets really fucked with my head. Even though the Ravens got blown their backs out by the Bengals, I truly feel that Lamar has a better chance to lead his team to the playoffs. Even though he has less than Joe Burrow, I believe in Lamar, a former MVP, than Joe Burrow. At number 9, I put the Chargers at 4-3. Reason being, I believe in Justin Herbert. I believe in their offense, and they have a decent defense. But Chargers, they lost 3 games. They just lost to the Pats. It was a close one. I think Bill Belichick was the main reason why they lost that game. They got into Justin Herbert's head.
Dynasty.
I still think the Chargers are a good team. They just lost those games. It's whatever. Now I go to number 8. I got the Raiders at 5-2. Yes, they lost one of their receivers. Yes, Josh Jacobs is hurt.
Yes, John Gruden's
they lost
gone.
their coach. But I think the Raiders are pulling out wins. They're doing good. They have an average defense who's getting slowly better. And they got an average offense, especially with Derek Carr. He blows that shit up. Josh Jacobs coming back. They might sign Odell Beckham. That might help them out. I put them at number 8 because I don't think they're top 5 yet. They did have some bad losses, but I feel like they're a good enough team. They're going to make the playoffs, and I think they could have had a run at it. Maybe not the Super Bowl, but I think they're in that top 10. At number 7, I have... Wait, what are you going to say?
You said the Raiders are 5-2. Ruggs is doing 5-20.
Oh.
Come on, man.
It's truth, though, man.
Cowboys.
It's a Raider stat.
Cowboys, I put them at number 7. They're 6-1. And yes, people are going to be like, well, why you have them so low? Like, why? Why are they even in the top 10? Or why are they even that high? Here's my point. With Dak Prescott, their offense is really good. Their defense is average. They're playing good. Trevon Diggs is playing good. Michael Parsons, I don't know if I said his name right. He's doing good as well. I'm not so familiar with their linebacker core. I know they got Von Erich, and I know for the defensive line, they got like DeMarcus Lawrence and shit.
Micah Parsons, that's that first-round linebacker they picked. That's why they cut Jalen Smith. Just throwing it out there. Keep going.
His name's Van Der Esch, by the way, not Von Erich. That's a WWE superstar.
Let's go!
Who the fuck is that guy?
But the reason why I have that Cowboys at that ranking is just because their offense is what's keeping them in the game. And I feel like they had a close game with Cooper Rush, but I still don't. The teams I put above them, I still think are better than them. Yes, the Cowboys are 6-1, but they did beat a lot of shitty teams, a.k.a. the Eagles, a.k.a. the Giants. And yes, their offense is booming, but their defense is average. I want them to play more hard defenses. So far, every defense that they played that was hard, they got their booty clapped.
Booty, booty.
Booty, booty.
But so yeah, I have Cowboys at number 7. At number 6, it might surprise some people. I got the Cardinals 7-1. They're gonna be like, oh, why? Man, they just lost the Packers. Why are you putting them so low? Here's the reason why I am. It's because they did lose J.J. Watt. They almost lost Hopkins. Hopkins has a hamstring injury. I know because I have him in fantasy. He fucking sucks. Kyler Murray is hurt at the moment. I still don't think the Cardinals played at tough competition. They did beat the Rams. I give them that. It's a division game. They're probably going to split their wins. I don't think they're going to beat the Rams again.
Yeah, me too.
I truly think that the Cardinals' offense, yes, it's doing good with Kyler and Hopkins, but once Kyler gets shut down, he gets shut down. And yes, he could have won this game against the Packers, but bottom line, I just don't have faith that much in the Cardinals to be that top team, just because the team that they did beat, they're not really good. Let's be honest, y'all. But let's go to number 5. I have the Green Bay Packers 7-1. The reason why I picked them as number 5 is just because, yes, their defense supposedly in the rankings are top 10. But the reason why I don't really care about that stat is because every opponent they've been versing is either Jimmy Garoppolo, Justin Fields, Jared Goff. They're not teams that surprise me. Like, they're going to do good against those teams. They're not teams that are going to shine. Let's see what they do against Patrick Mahomes when he has to go against Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. You got Darrell Williams, a bunch of other people. I'm just saying, I just think the Packers defense is going to hold them back. Aaron Rodgers is the only thing that's keeping them up. Devontae Adams is also helping, but what other help do they have? Aaron Jones, yes, running back, but he gets shut down. You know why I know he gets shut down? You know why I know?
Fantasy?
I have his bitch ass in fantasy, and he loses me some games. It's fine, though. I understand, Aaron. I understand. Bottom line is, Aaron
Feel
Rodgers
better,
is...
Aaron.
I'm
You
not-
got the better Aaron. Carrie's got the worst.
I think personally, the Packers, their offense, Aaron Rodgers is the best thing that's going for them. Their defense isn't going to win them games. All the games they did win, yes, they're 7-1, they were all close. There weren't blowouts. They weren't even impressive wins.
Yeah.
They should have lost to Cincinnati. Their kicker suck. Both their kickers suck. I wouldn't trust Green Bay's kicker and Bengals. If y'all have to win a playoff game or any regular game, don't fucking pick any of those kickers because they missed like 3 in a row each. I don't care. So the reason why I put Packers at 5, Aaron Rodgers is the only hope. Their defense is average at best. Then number 4, his nipples might get hard for this pick. I picked the Saints that are 5-2. And yes, people are wondering, dude, the Saints don't have a QB. Their best receiver is Callaway. Who the fuck's Callaway? Well, guess what? Our defense did stop Tom Brady. And yes, Tom Brady did come back and score some fucking points because we do suck sometimes. But our defense is legit. Our defense can stop top offenses or at least shut down some receivers. Yes, Tom Brady did score some points.
Aaron Rodgers.
I just think it's so crazy that the 2 games that the Saints lost were against the Giants and the Panthers, which they easily could have won. They could easily be 8-0, but they're not. Their defense can hold up good. Their offense, yes, is average, but with Sean Payton being the offense and him being the offensive coach, literally giving them the minds and helping them win, doing good, yes, they're going to put up points because of Sean fucking Payton. I believe in Sean Payton that much. Our defense is top 10. I don't give a fuck what Kerry shitty ratings say. I don't give a fuck. Saints, they're number 4. That's who I pick. 3,
I'm bumping them up now.
I pick the Bills. They're 5-2. The reason why I picked the Bills personally for choose choice.
It's because
It's
Josh
down,
Allen's
bro.
cute, huh?
No, the reason why I honestly picked the Bills is because I really feel like the Bills, other than like the Rams and the Bucks, I'm not gonna say the Bucks, but other than the Rams, they really have an all-around good offense and an all-around like good defense. Their defense can stop. The 2 games they did lose, they lost to the Steelers when they had everyone starting. That was the first game of the year. They did lose to them, but it's when everyone was healthy on the Steelers. And it was a close
they
game.
kinda choked it away, so
They did
not
choke
like
it
they
away.
lost.
Also, and then they lost to not the Titans. They lost to Derrick Henry. Not the Titans. They lost to Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Nobody's
second half.
losing to the
Derrick
Titans
Henry
now.
went off, and
Facts.
yeah, I understand it was a close game still, but at the end of the day, Derrick Henry screwed up that game. I think the Bills still are legit contenders. I think Josh Allen's playing how he's doing, and he's not even doing that good with Stephon Diggs, but he's going to do better with him. They just need to go over through this year. It's going to be fine. I just think the Bills are a really good competition. I'm scared to play them. Their offense is good. Defense is good. The run game's average because, Devin Singletary and Zach Moss ain't like legit. They're like average. But still, when you have Josh Allen running that offense and Mitchell Trubisky sitting on your bench, you better hope you're going to win.
What did he say?
He's current reigning
did he say?
MVP.
Yeah, true that.
Not MVP. Nickelodeon.
Facts.
And then what I have at number 2, I have the Bucks sitting 6-2.
Get the fuck
The reason
out.
why I
Yo,
put
son,
them as
chill,
number
Carey.
2,
Chill out, dog.
I understand the Saints beat them.
Yeah.
I understand that
Yeah, it's
completely.
one game, bro.
But we all know at the bottom line, at the end of the day, what do the Bucks usually do against the Saints? They'll lose 2 regular season games, and what they do last year, they won
Win
in the playoffs.
playoffs.
And that's the thing. I think the Bucks all
roast
around,
them.
they have a better offense than the Saints, but their defense is average because their secondary is ass, but their run defense is good. I truly feel like the Bucks have a better. I would be more comfortable having their team more than the Saints, only being that our offense can't produce anything. Like, imagine this. The Saints are going to go in a game, right? Let's say the offense does so bad with Simeon or Hill. Our defense is going to get tired, and it doesn't matter how good our defense is. They're going to get tired, and then the other team's going to outscore us, right? But the Bucks, on the other hand, Tom Brady, no matter what, if their defense is doing ass or good, he's going to
good
score.
perspective.
He's going to score points
Maybe.
against the Rams. He did score points, but Tom Brady's going to continue to score points, and he still has Antonio Brown, who was out, and Gronk, who was out, and that's his 2 favorite targets. We all know that because I know your bitch ass has them in fantasy. I know your bitch ass has them in fantasy.
Look, Brady might lose, but you're going to get the fantasy points, son. It's a secure
I
blanket.
truly feel like I just have more faith in the Bucks than I do with the Saints, just because their offense is. Even though the Saints' defense is better, the Bucks. I feel like you're going to lead them more.
Don't you
And
agree,
then,
Carey?
Number 1,
Bitch.
and everyone should have them. The Kansas City, fuck them Chiefs. I'm never picking them. They're 32. They're 32. Shout
out to my boy, Hoy.
Any Chiefs team right now, if y'all thought that I was going to pick the Chiefs, what? You're mistaken. They're not.
The joke's on y'all.
Number 1 is Detroit's own Matthew Stafford's led Los Angeles Rams, and we all know why. They have the best overall offense, best overall defense. Yes, Kyler Murray did stick it in Matthew Stafford's mom. It doesn't fucking matter. The Rams are still the better team. The Rams have the better offense. They have more weapons. They have more O-line. They have a better run game. And their defense, they just added Von Miller. Yes, their wins that they had weren't as impressive as maybe as the Cardinals or the Packers or the Bucks. But at the end of the day, it's not my fault that the Rams had an easy schedule. The Rams are still good. Matthew Stafford did lose to the Cardinals, but I think they're going to split. Just like I said before with the Cardinals, they're going to split. I truly think the Rams are the best team in the NFL just due that I don't think anyone's going to stop Matthew Stafford and that offense. I don't think anyone's going to stop that defense. Add in Von Miller.
Yep.
Their secondary is not as good. They have Sean McVay. I just think they're the most complete team. When I look at the Rams, I'm scared. My nipples get hard, y'all. I'm freaked out when I see the Rams. And yes, the Cardinals did beat them. It's a division game. A lot of people split games. It's fine with that. I believe in the Rams. I put Rams at 1. And if you don't like choose choice, I got 1 word for you.
What is it?
Gucci. Fuck y'all.
Man.
Hate you, Chiefs.
All right,
Let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna comment
First things
on his
first,
list.
just real quick. Just first things first. I like the Rams color rush jersey. Just feel like that gray looks good, dog. Real. It is aggressive. It is aggressive.
Did you put them on the show?
No one ever wants to talk about the jerseys. They're important, dog.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Their jerseys are kind of fine.
Fun fact: the Saints are wearing this week the black on black.
I like the
against
black.
Falcons.
Our color rush is weird. It's too white.
Oh, come on, man! That shit's rolling.
And it's not bad. It could be better though. Imagine if it was all gold.
This shit
U-
rolling.
uniforms aside,
Yeah, I mean, uniforms.
Who wants
for
to get their
anybody,
takes?
I don't know how many people that listened to Matthew just now
He said it real fast. I thought he was going to have a heart
I don't
attack.
know who understood it, but for those who thought
Mike,
they
please
did, or they
repeat a
attempted
quick
to-
like 10 through 1 just to refresh
get
the
you.
memory.
I don't know. The
Number
list
10
isn't
was-
bad. I don't think it was terrible. I don't like the Bucks at 2. I don't think their roster's better than the Bills or like more complete than the Cardinals. I'm not saying that they're better than them as a whole, but I don't think they're 2. Bills have to be number 2. They're the best team coming out of the AFC at the moment. Best offense and defense in that whole conference. So I don't see how you'd have them not above them. That was kind of sad and depressing. The Saints, to me, can't be at 4 because we have Trevor Simeon never going to play again. And I don't believe in him.
It's because he's not
enough.
a believer.
When I
He's-
look at the
he's thinking
top
of the
10
future.
list.
He doesn't know what they can do.
No, I know.
We have
don't.
3 quarterbacks and they all give me
I'm just saying,
anxiety, bro.
So, hey, I want anybody to raise your hands if you like Trevor Simeon over Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Kyler Murray? I'm just curious. Even injured Dak Prescott. Anybody.
But I'll take
has charisma.
a Sean Payton coaching
I know.
Trevor Simeon just to
No,
put
I
enough
get it.
points on the board to win games.
I just
It's
don't
not
think
going to be good enough for playoffs.
I think with
though.
I don't know.
Jameis-
What do you know Trevor can do? When's the last time you seen
Yeah,
him
it's
besides
true.
that game?
I
5 years
haven't.
ago?
Oh, you know why? It's because he hasn't played. Because he lost the starting job.
Well,
And
you
think
do
about
know
it.
the last season he played with the Broncos, he went 8-6, and then the next season he got released. He broke his
I'm
ankle
not
with the Jets,
saying-
and then the Saints signed him.
I'm
That's
not
what
saying
happened to him.
Trevor Simeon's bad. I'm just saying this is a fact. He couldn't win a starting job
Yeah.
for a team that's been needed a quarterback for years. I'm not saying he's bad. I think he's a great backup, and I think he's a good plug-in player for the situation that the Saints have right now. I just don't think the Saints are at 4 because of the quarterback situation. With Jameis, I would put us there. I'm not going to do that with Trevor Simeon. I like the Ravens. I like Lamar. I wouldn't have them in their top 10. I think he's like borderline like 11, 12, 13.
That's what I felt. I said if anyone could switch out with the Ravens, it would be the Bengals.
And I would put the Bengals in there. I
losing
think
to the Jets.
I
It
think
kind
their
of fucked me
team's
up.
more complete. The Cowboys are good in there. Cardinals are good in there. The Raiders, a lot of people are underrating them. They're getting out wins regardless of the sad things that have previously
Wait
happened.
till the second half of the season, Mike.
And the Chargers, I think their potential is 9, but are they playing like the 9th best team in the NFL at the moment? Probably not. But the Patriots, fun fact, are one of the only teams to have a top 10 defense and offense.
Yeah,
in
but you see the
Can I tell you-
Patriots going to sleep in on there, maybe.
I'm gonna throw this in the quick like a football. The reason why I put the Bucks over the Bills, I have more faith, even though their Tampa Bay's defense is not as good as the Bills, which the Bills doesn't have like an amazing defense. I'm just saying I believe in Tom Brady's offense and his receivers because when he has Antonio Brown, Gronk, Evans, and Godwin, their offense is unstoppable. Even like compared to the Rams,
Not
they
to
are
the
good.
Saints.
But I truly feel like that's why I put the reason why I put the Bucks over the Bills is because I think at the end of the game, if there was a
I respect
shootout,
it.
if
Just
there was a
don't agree.
shootout,
We don't
Bucks-
agree.
I know.
It's all
Can
right.
you let me finish, bitch?
I heard you.
The Bucks would win a shootout. I don't know. You always tell me I interrupt, but you don't want me to.
Bitch, we know though.
Let's look at this
We
list.
can agree
the
not
only,
to agree.
The only 2 teams out of this 10 that are going to be worth a fuck during playoffs is going to be Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And we're just talking about all that because it matters. It matters, dude. When you get to playoffs, it's a whole other animal. Let's say playoffs is next week. Automatically, you know Rodgers and Brady are going to step it up. The other people are going to be like, all right, we're here. They're going to absorb. The other 2 are already.
You know why I can
into the
get you that? You know why I
second week playoffs.
understand why you're saying that? Because Matthew Stafford, no matter what, he was on
He's
Detroit.
good. All those quarterbacks are good.
I
They're
understand.
not Super Bowl people.
No, I understand why you're saying that. The reason why you're saying that, and which makes sense, is because Matthew Stafford has never been on that big stage.
Yes.
Matthew Stafford's always been the lines. Yes, he has a good team right now, right?
Yeah, facts.
But
Give it to
I can give you this. Matthew Stafford against one of the good teams he played this season, he got his butt kicked, right?
You got to clap.
What Shickel was pretty much saying is that he doesn't feel like Matthew Stafford, even though he has a good team around him, he's not gonna be ready for that spotlight to do good in the playoffs. Because doing good in the regular season is different during the playoffs. X Lamar.
Brett, do you feel like Matthew left anybody out the top 10 that he should be in there?
The only thing I could really feel like that should be added is the Bengals, man.
Yeah.
Who's the Ravens? I think everyone would agree.
I think you're kind of disrespecting Joe
Bengals.
Burrow.
I mean, I had the Bengals on my list on 10. They should have been 9 because, like you said earlier, Lamar's gonna run them and give them wins. I like
You know
Lamar
what's funny?
more than the Ravens, but I like the Bengals more than just one player. Like I like the Bengals.
That's
not my
respect.
team, Joe Burrow. You're not my guy.
That's
You're a
respect.
Lawrence fan.
You know how he just said, I disrespect Joe Burrow? Mike White disrespected Joe Burrow in the Bengals.
Nobody knew that was coming like that, though.
Okay, talking about Connor. Say it for me, baby.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who?
I can
That's
tell
just
you who
crazy.
he is.
Say it.
He's the guy that threw for 3 touchdowns and 400 yards in his first NFL start. That's who he is.
No.
Carrie, what are you feeling?
Yeah, Carrie, what do you feel?
Dissect it, because I know you're about to expose big ass.
Who's big
Sorry,
ass?
big ass.
I mean, like,
I wish it was me.
I mean, like, I printed out some sheets. I was looking at everybody's schedules and who they played. And what I can say is, without any games being played, right, the best overall team, I think, as a whole, offense and defense, I would say, would be the Rams.
We're all
But-
in agreement with that for sure.
Take that aside. Going into the games being already played, right? My number one's not the Rams, even though I think on paper, with depth and everything, they're the best overall team.
Yeah.
But going into the games of the season, my number one pick, I would say, is by the Packers. They're 7-1. They're slightly ahead. I'd give them the advantage over the Rams. And the only reason why is I'm looking at the games that the Packers played. Yes, they got their ass spanked to the Saints, but the Saints is not a bad ball club. But the teams they beat weren't really great teams. They didn't have to spank them. Some were close. They played the 49ers in the third week, a close game. Steelers were banged up. Don't give that to them. I mean, the Bengals impressed me because they played at the Bengals. They had to come back to win, and that's tough to win a game. And the Bengals are above average team. Chicago, Washington doesn't impress me. Arizona impressed me without Devontae Adams. So that aside, going into their 7-1 thing, the teams they played with the type of team that they have, I think that, to me, pushed them a little bit to being number one. Number two, I would put the Rams. And I was looking at the Rams. Again, they don't impress me. Chicago, trash. Colts,
impress you?
Colts is average. The most impressive win was Tampa Bay. For them to spank Tampa Bay, that impressed me. So I was like, you know what?
Because you didn't know it was going to happen.
At first, I'm like, you know what? Well, I had a feeling they could have, because Tampa's defense is so poo. So when you have a high-octane offense going against another one.
They stopped Brady too.
No, I know
Brady did get garbage time.
But that's what I'm
touchdowns and
saying
shit.
is it's like it's that they shut him down, and that's what impressed me. But what doesn't impress me, and even though it was a division game, is they played Arizona. Now, if the game was closer, I'd been like, okay, well, you're going to lose to tough teams. But they got spanked by the Cardinals, 37-20. So that kind of was like, okay, they beat a really good team, they spanked, but they just lost to another really good team.
Damn.
Going below that is Seattle. Didn't impress me. You know, you were struggling in the third quarter. You have a high-octane offense going against a shitty defense. Geno goes in a game, you barely beat him. Doesn't impress me. Giants doesn't impress me. Detroit doesn't impress me. Houston doesn't impress me. So that's why I gave the edge to the
They
Packers.
don't impress me either, Carrie. Everybody you just said, they're all fucking
Now, I'll
trash
tell you
cans.
this. We're going to...
Jesus Christ.
What will make this the winner? They play each other at the second half of the season. So we'll see who the true number one would be out of these two teams.
Yeah.
Overall, the better depth, like I said before, is the Rams. But the games that they've played so far this season, I think the Packers take them by a little bit. Going into my third, I agree with them. The Bills. Was the Bills your third?
His
picked them?
third.
No, I was just saying. I think
I'm just-
I think the Bills should be number 2.
Now, I mean, the only reason why I'm not saying number two, yes, they may be the best in the AFC, but overall as a team, they have a really, really great defense. Their offense is inconsistent.
It is inconsistent
And that's
sometimes.
why I put them at third.
I don't feel like it is.
That's why Bucks
Mike,
would beat them in the shootout.
You can.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm just saying is if
Not
you compare
necessarily.
the Bills' offense to the Rams' offense or to the Packers' offense, the Rams and the Packers are more consistent
Hey,
than
can
the
I
Bills.
can I ask you
offense.
something? You don't think the Bills' offense is better than the Saints?
Yeah, well, I mean, they have. No, hear me out. Josh Allen is a phenomenal player, right?
Yes.
We know he's more phenomenal than Jameis Winston is.
Yes.
But the thing, what the Saints have the edge on the Bills
Defense.
is the play calling, and you're playing the quarterback to the strengths of the wide receivers with a good O-line.
No, I know.
So the Saints don't need to have like 500 yards a game.
No,
they
that's
do
not what I
enough
said.
to win to put points on the
No,
board.
but that's not what I said.
But
What I'm
the
saying
Bills
is,
have a more exciting offense. Yes.
Yes.
More talent, big name roster names. Yes.
sir, you're flawed.
No,
And
that's
I'm
my
gonna tell
opinion.
you, I'm gonna tell you why you're flawed.
Everyone talking about-
Because
before you
you
say
just said
something,
no.
I was
Because
gonna say something about
you
the
gotta
Bills'
stop
defense.
talking with your whack podcast list. I'm going to expose you right now.
Expose me.
You just said the Bills' offense is suspect. Our offense is worse, and yet you're saying that we beat the Bucs, right? We outplayed them, right? To win with Trevor Simeon never going to play again, right? But you're telling me Josh Allen couldn't do similar numbers or better numbers than what our Saints offense did against the Bucs? No, you're saying it could. It can.
Just saying
baby. There's can and could.
I'm just saying is a lot of games that I've seen the Bills play in, their offense does not look like. I have more faith in the Saints offense as games. When Jameis was playing, time out. What I'm saying is if you take Trevor out of the equation going to these first like 7 games before he gets hurt, I'm saying is us putting points on the board with Sean Payton calling the plays, I felt more confident. It's when you have Josh Allen trying to do it all, it's just that it's so inconsistent. A lot of punts, and then all of a sudden a play comes out with points. It's just him, with that offense is so inconsistent. He doesn't have a rhythm yet. I don't know what's going on with him and Stephon Diggs.
I want you to understand this. Besides my point, I want to let y'all know this. So we're talking about the Bills and the Saints and the Bucs, right? I want everyone to understand this. So the Bills' defense, their secondary is good. Yes, their run defense is awful. That's why Derrick Henry went off. That's correct. But the point is, I told Michael and I told Kerry, I truly think, yes, what Kerry's saying is he'd rather have that Saints defense and that Saints offense that Sean Payton, even though Trevor Simeon isn't his best is average, he'd rather have Sean Payton with that QB, with our offense,
I get it,
and our defense, then the Bills have an average defense. And yes, Josh Allen, he isn't inconsistent. Stephon Diggs has been inconsistent.
I understand.
Emmanuel Sanders has been inconsistent. Dawson Knox has been hurt, and they don't got to run you. That's what's wrong with the Bills.
Kerry, what do you feel about the rest of his things then?
What do you mean?
Well, because you brought up the first couple. What about the rest? Is
the
there
rest
anything
are the
else?
same. He has the same.
Oh, so you have the same. So
the fourth,
you're a Matthew Abel fan.
The fourth was the Bucs. Was yours the Bucs at fourth?
Y'all do look
I
similar.
had the Bucs at 2.
No, the reason why I have the Bucs at 4th is the fact that they lost to us, the Saints.
So what happened if they would have
one
won?
loss.
Yeah, thank you. What happened if the Bucs would have won?
Wait, so one win
Whether it was
defines?
against Simeon, Hill, or Winston?
Because the Bucs. If y'all want me to explain my point about the Bucs, why they're 4th, I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait, who's ahead of them?
Huh?
Who's ahead of them?
The Bills, the Rams, and Green Bay.
Okay, all right.
And the reason why is because
he's got COVID. No, he.
We're saying without Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay's
they
trash.
beat Dallas. Right, but Dallas scored 29 points on them.
Yeah.
All right, so to me that's not impressive because Dallas have a shitty defense. You got Atlanta, shitty. You got the Rams, they lost and got spanked to. New England, they barely beat.
It was in the rain.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Stop with the rain, son. It's Tom Brady in the rain.
I'm just saying.
Belichick,
and
woman.
they almost lost to New England. Not just that.
It's Belichick up north.
So that wasn't impressive. Miami's not impressive. Philadelphia's not impressive. Chicago's not impressive. And the fact that they lost to us, to me, they haven't really played tough teams. Now, their second half of the schedule is what will boost my confidence up with them because they have to play the Colts. They have to play Buffalo. The Saints again. Carolina. McCaffrey's going to be back, so they could split with Carolina. They could beat Carolina too. But and that's just the second half of the schedule. That's going to let me know if they're true contenders. The thing is, it's I never really see them play against good teams. They can stomp the bad teams, the average teams, but they struggle against a good above average team. And that's what I want to see out of them. That's why they're ranked 4th. If they would have beat us, let's just say they would have beat us, yeah, I probably would have had them 2nd or 3rd, maybe. Not number 1, though. But it's the fact that they lost to us with a backup quarterback in the very beginning of the game. That lets you know where their defense is at.
Can I tell you this, though, with the Bucs, how you made those points? The only flaw, I think, in your argument is that the teams that Tampa Bay did lose to, the Rams, who have a really good offense and defense, and they lost to the Saints, who has an average offense. With Trevor Simeon, I'll say right now it's a little bit below because he's new. But the Saints' defense is top 10. I wouldn't even say top 5. But the Bucs, what seems worse? A team losing to teams that they shouldn't, or a team that's losing to good teams. It looks better when you're losing to good teams, because when you're losing to teams that you shouldn't, that means that you can lose to anyone.
No, I know.
At any given day. But the Bucs, the only thing they're consistent with is they're losing to teams that make sense.
Right.
The Saints losing to the Panthers and the Giants. Why? That shouldn't happen. Or even the Packers, how they got blown by the Saints that bad. Why? I know it's one game. Any team can beat any team at every given moment. Just know that. But the bottom line is, I truly think the Bucks are higher than what you're putting them.
That's cool.
Because
That's
I
cool.
truly think when you have Tom Brady, you have that coaching staff, you have that offense and their O-line and their run game, their defense is average.
Oh no.
I will trust Tom Brady in a shootout.
Yes.
I don't know a lot
And
of
that's
teams.
fine.
And that's
That's
the truth.
That's
I'll
what
shoot you.
I just, for me to move him up
With
in
a
my
gun.
rankings, true, and I respect that. I just
No, I
need to
respect
see.
yours too.
I just want to see the second
You
half of
wanna
the
see
season.
more.
I'm not a full believer yet. I'm just not.
I believe in
I have
Tommy.
one question. If we all had to put $500 on this table right now and said Super Bowl winners, who you going with? I'll
I'll
put 500 down right now. It's Tom Brady. I bet you right now. I'll shake all three of your hands.
No, honestly, I mean,
I would say the Rams.
I'd say the Rams.
I bet you right
Rams
now.
have a better. Yeah,
I don't have money.
honestly,
folks.
and honestly, I would say
I didn't back
the
down.
top three teams. It would be Rams, the
Bills.
Packers. And then the Buccaneers. Those three teams. Honestly,
Bucks
those
better
three
be there.
NFC teams are better than the Bills team.
It's good to know that Kerry agreed with most of Matthew's list.
Now the next one, you're right. I'm just saying, Cardinals was next, right? Like
I
five.
put
They're
here's
just
what I
on a
put.
hot boy streak.
I
You know what I'm
put
saying? That's what it
The
feels
Cardinals,
like.
I
They're
put
on a hot boy
'cause you
streak.
put the Packers higher. I put the Cardinals at 6, Cowboys at 7, Raiders. Me and you have the same exact teams the rest of the way.
I mean, like it's just. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like
Your top teams are just different from mine. You think the Packers?
What sleeper team you think could come out of the woodwork with the rest of the season going?
Colts.
on? I
The
feel
Colts
like
is gonna
maybe.
be
I
it.
feel like if the Panthers can get a little bit more organization,
No,
they might at
Panthers
least
are
get a
done.
wild card.
Panthers
They
are
can't.
done, man.
You don't think?
Because they don't have McCaffrey. They need
But he's
McCaffrey to
coming back
click.
in a week or two.
It
isn't
doesn't
It's
matter
too
if he
late.
comes back. It's just that, like,
It's
I
too
think-
late.
You know how they
Seven
got those
weeks.
teams that start off hot, like crazy, like
Like
3
the
or 4
Broncos.
games.
Look at the
But after
Broncos.
that,
Like the
as they progress, they just get worse and worse and worse.
You think that's what they're doing?
I just don't see. I think because they're just got a bunch of rookies on defense and stuff. They got a good defense, but it's just that I think they need more time gelling with one another.
I'm gonna tell you the 2 sleeper teams. AFC.
Patriots.
I would say no.
I just had
I'm not
to
gonna
say
lie.
it.
The Patriots.
they can sneak in playoffs.
No,
Mac
it-
Jones, I believe in you.
The Patriots are a sleeper team, and I think in the NFC, it's between the Vikings and Seattle. When Russ comes back, if they win their games, they can win it. But I think truly what I picked is right. I think what y'all said is wrong. I'm the best. This is choose choice. Michael, talk more.
All right, guys. This is going to be the end of our first segment. This wasn't meant to be a debate. This is just segments that we're going to create over time. You put in your comments selections basically what you think of his list is right. I want everybody who's watching this video, put your own list in the comments. I want to read them all. I will reply to them.
Comment,
Subscribe. Do you
This
like
is-
my jacket?
Ring
It's
that
new.
bell and share it with your friends.
So look, we really appreciate everybody who watches every week, everybody subscribing. We're at 330 right now.
Okay.
But look, Brett's our first
Official guest.
We really appreciate him coming on. We're going to have more guests coming on in the future.
Yo, look, if y'all want to be in the show, we don't even have to know your freaking first name or your second cousin's name.
Jesus.
Put your comments in. We'll put everyone. We want to debate with anyone. Whoever thinks they can debate with us, the 3 bros, Baldy, Biggie, and
And you
Big
don't have to
Nosy.
worry about Matthew yelling at you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about
he
it.
yells
He's
anyway.
just big.
I don't give a fuck, man. I'm freaking head. I'm freaking psycho.
But
no,
look,
yeah.
we really appreciate
Sure.
everybody. We'll definitely see you again soon.
We definitely will. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hey, and close out with the Bucks theme song.
No.
Yes,
No.
let's do it.
No.
5,
They
4,
cut-
no.
3,
Y'all called me out loud in the last
2,
podcast.
1.
Man, fuck no.
Booty, 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 booty.
Why they rank 4th? We'll see you guys
I'm
next
trying to make a
time.
goddamn list, let alone a grocery list. Fuck.
Peace.